There we go. Top of the morning to you, Rita and everyone.
Hello.
Top of the morning. Yes, if you're wondering, there's a green tone to our center today. It's because there's a green tone to our center today. And my name is Reverend Patrick. Just saying.
Wait a minute.
But Saint, yes, Saint, always. Yeah.
My name is Reverend Rita Andriello. That means I'm Italian.
Anyway, if you're here for the first...
I don't wear green.
If you're here for the first time, I would be scared. No. But what I would like to say is welcome, welcome, welcome on this wonderful day. I know that when you woke up this morning, you had lots of places you could have been, and you've decided to be here. And with that, we are truly, truly grateful to welcome us all again to our beautiful, beautiful Ohana.
Yes.
So you are at Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, just in case you did not know that. And that's Rev Rita, Rev Patrick, and behind us, glistening in green, is our beautiful Amy and Jeremy
And we'll
Brown.
just go ahead and open our service up.
We're going to open it up.
Aloha kakahaka, everybody.
I think I'm
Yeah, you are.
Who's to say what's impossible will be for God? This world keeps spinning, and with each new day, I can feel a change in everything. And as the surface breaks, reflections fade, but in some ways they remain the same. And as my mind begins to spread its wings, there's no stopping curiosity. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. Who's to say what's impossible and can't be found? I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's songs. I don't want this feeling to go away.
So here right now, welcoming ourselves into this, to this rhythm that I'm feeling behind me. You guys ready? Let's hear a little bit of this. We're getting the vibration going. It wasn't in the script, but who cares? So let's celebrate right here, right now, the divinity of who we are in every moment. What are we? We are love. Love personified. We have come here upside down, whatever side it is, it's always consciousness moving through us as us. This is a day to remember. This is a moment to remember how special we are in every moment. Can I hear, I am special? We are special. We were born that way. We will continue to be that way for eternity because of who and what we are. Because that is love. As I drool upon myself, I got so excited. So what I do know is that laughter is healing, is it not? Laughter is healing, and I'm going to tell you right now, this planet needs a lot of laughter and a lot of love and a lot of heart, and it's starting right here, right now, today, in this moment. Can I hear, and so it is.
And so it is.
Who's to say, yeah, I can't do everything, well I can try.
And as I roll along, I begin to find things aren't always just what they seem. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down.
Who's to say what's impossible and can't be found?
Well,
I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's songs. I don't want this feeling and there's no
Time to waste,
when it all keeps spinning,
spinning, spinning round and round and
upside down. Who's to say what's impossible and can't be found? I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's songs.
Did you feel the pure light come upon you too?
Okay, so let's see, where are we? Okay. Thank you for that song. It was amazing. Thank you for all your energy. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Got us
Yay.
dancing, didn't it?
Yeah. So the reason I'm wearing red is because it is Red Sunday still, and I gave everybody a choice, and I can see that not very many people chose red, but some
Green
did.
wins, green wins.
We are a philosophy of choice, you see. So that's it. That's it. Which brings me to what the
This
science of mind is. Oh no, we got to do that first.
The
Go ahead.
month's theme is what? Momentum. And it looks like we're having a lot of momentum today, are we not? And we have a wonderful affirmation that I'm sure that you will have fun saying. All of a sudden, I felt like I was echoing. But
Yeah, it is a little bit
What,
echoey.
what,
I don't know.
what,
Does it sound all right? Can
No.
you hear us? Yeah.
Okay, so this is it. The momentum of my life is always moving in a positive direction. The momentum of my life is always moving in a positive direction. One more time. The momentum of my life is always moving in a positive direction.
Yes. Do you believe that?
Yes.
Good. If you believe it, it's so. The science of mind, I picked a quote today. I'm getting a lot of feedback. I don't know. Is it me?
Okay. Well, that's
All right,
okay.
now I'm on.
Feedback's better
Okay.
than criticism. Go ahead.
Okay, the science of mind is based entirely, this isn't a quote by Ernest Holmes, okay? The science of mind is based entirely on the fact that we are surrounded by a universal mind into which we think. This mind, in its original state, fills all space. It fills the space that we use in the universe. It is in us as well as outside of us. As we think into this universal mind, we set a law in motion, which is creative and which contains within itself a limitless possibility. So put in simple words, all I'm saying is that we are surrounded by a field of energy that is vibrating according to what we're projecting out into it. We're in it, so what we're projecting from ourselves is that energy, and it's coming back to us exactly as we are putting it out there, right? So we are in it, it's around us, it's through us, it's as us, and we're responsible really for our lives, and we do believe that here. So thank you for joining us,
Yes.
and thank you for embarking on the journey.
And that
Yes.
is absolute good news, because it doesn't mean just because we're responsible for something, it does not mean that that is a bad thing. That's a very good thing. That means we can change it in any moment.
Yes.
And that is the beauty of this teaching. So I'm looking around the room, just, at people that I might think are new. No. Just saying it.
There's a lot of
There's
you
a
out
lot of wonderful new people in this room today, and we are celebrating you. I happen to know that, let me see, hold on. You know how you have to do the psychic thing. There's a Reverend Kathy and a John in the room from Livermore? Yes, they're Livermore. They're kind of from my neck of the woods, but the reason I'm singling them out just before we get to everyone else is because today is their wedding anniversary.
Oh.
They got,
Oh, I love it.
They got married on Patrick's Day. Love it. And it's not all about me. It's about you, the new people. So don't feel like we know something about them and don't know it about you. We found out some things about you as well. But only one that we really wanted to point out to you, because it's good. It is really good. You ready? Okay, everybody let them know. Shh.
You are magnificent.
You are.
You are magnificent.
And
Yes.
there's also some people online because we have live stream, and they also have some new people too. And maybe we could just sneak back with go like that and let them know that they are. You are magnificent. Put your hand on your heart. Look at that beautiful. Feel that beautiful heart that doesn't ask your permission in any moment to keep beating and beating and beating. Let's say it together. I am magnificent. And we've come together by divine appointment. We are magnificent. Now look to your left, to your right. If they're wearing green or red, it doesn't matter. Let them know who they are. You are magnificent. You are magnificent. You are magnificent. Let me see.
You are magnificent.
You are magnificent. Karen is magnificent. Over here. You are magnificent. Jeremy and Amy. Magnificent.
All right. We're going to invite Jeremy and Amy back up, and also our practitioner for the day, Melissa Mojo, who is going to give us our blessing for the land.
Give it up. We got good in.
Hello, all you magnificent beings. So I was thinking about this blessing, and I came across a blessing that was written by this mystic, Helen Weaver, for the earth, and so I just adapted it for here. O Mother, Sister Kauai, blessed is your name. Blessed are your fields and forests, your rocks and mountains, your grasses and trees and flowers, and every green and growing thing. Blessed are your streams and rivers, and the ocean where our life began, and all your waters that sustain our bodies and refresh our souls. Blessed is the air we breathe, your atmosphere, that surrounds us and binds us to every living thing. Blessed are all the creatures who walk along your surface, or swim in your waters, or fly through your air, for they are all our relatives. Blessed are all people who share this island and this world, for we are all one family, and the same Spirit moves through all of us. Blessed is the sun, our day star, bringer of morning and the heat of summer, giver of light and life. Blessed is the moon, our night lamp, ruler of the tides, and guardian of our dreams. Blessed are the stars and planets, the timekeepers who fill our nights with beauty and our hearts with awe. Thank you, Mother Kauai, for your blessings of support as we live in your beauty, bounty, and love. We thank you and bless you for your service. Mahalo, mahalo. And so it is.
So it is. I love the rain singing sweet melodies. I love to see birds and flowers in the trees. I listen to the wind whenever I need some answers. I flow weightlessly with the queen of the sea. Yeah, I go to the sea when I need some cleansing. I love to sing songs eternally appealing. I love to dance, shake my body to the groove, baby. I love to love myself in all of creation. Let the land be sacred. Let the sea be sacred. Let the sky be sacred.
Let's turn this front monitor off, please.
Let the earth be sacred.
Life is a harmony and love is the reason. providing clean soil, air, and water for the future generations. Put out the fires of this mindless consuming. Give what you can and only take what you are using. Eh, Allah, eh. 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 This song is gonna end, so let's come to a conclusion. What can we do to dispel all the illusion? Kindness is the word, purposeful conversations, healing of the earth, and the graceful reparations. Let the land be sacred. Let the sea be sacred. Beautiful skies. Let the skies be sacred. Let the earth be sacred. I love the rain singing sweet melodies. I love to see bees and flowers in the trees. All right.
I love you guys. Thank you. They're so great, aren't they? They're wonderful. We have amazing music at Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. We really do. And these angels have been with us since the very beginning almost, I think, right? Well, since we were in the hotel. So thank you for still being here. Thank you. Jeremy and Amy Brown. Yeah. St. Patrick's Day. It never fell, I don't know when the last time it fell on a Sunday was, but so of course we're going to be talking about luck today, right? I think our talk title was Lucky Charms. I actually like talking about luck because I don't really believe in it, but but there was a time when I did, and I want to share some of that with you because I was a very superstitious person. I can still, like, how many of you feel like they're superstitious at all? Come on, be honest. All right. All right. Well, we're going to straighten that all out today. We're going to straighten it all out today, okay? No, because well, let's just start here. So when I first began acting, I booked like 3 commercials in a row. It was my very first time out. And everybody said, oh, well, that's beginner's luck. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, you're not supposed to do that. You're not, like, usually you just get maybe 1 out of every 20 or 40 auditions that you go to. And I took that in. At that time, I was very young. And I stopped booking so fast after that. So what's beginner's luck? Like, to me, it's not knowing. It's knowing and not knowing. It's not knowing that there's something other than what you know. Like, you just know, I'm going to be an actress and I'm going to book commercials, and that's the way it's going to be. And so you go out and do it, right? So what is that? In our teaching, it's called the law, because it responds to us as we believe. So in reality, luck could be saying that it's the law. It's the law. If you believe it, then it's going to be true. So this was a good one. One time I was at this big gala, and they were giving out colored TVs. Oh, wow. 1 per table. Yeah, and there were 2 couples at our table. I did not win the TV. But I had a belief about raffles and things like that, like, well, I just don't do that. And so what's the chances? 1 out of 2, then I still didn't do it, right? So, okay, all right, so luck. Was I lucky, or was it done unto me as I believe? That's up to you to decide. I used to have a money tree in my house, and I used to think, well, if that money tree doesn't bloom, it means my finances are going to be a disaster. I finally got rid of the money tree because I let it go. All right, so yeah, these are all little things that I used to do. And then there's a big one in our teaching that people sometimes think that if they don't tithe, they're going to lose all their money somewhere else that they would have tithed. That is superstition. That is not true. I'm a tither, but I tithe because I know I can, and I just I just do. And it's just a confidence I have in finances that I feel like there's always more coming. But the moment I would do it, thinking not do it because I thought if I didn't do it, something was going to happen, that's superstition, that's bad luck, all those things that don't really resonate for me anymore, and also in this teaching. So I was thinking about when we first came to the island and how powerful the manifestation of the center was, and how it just kind of just went with this momentum. Our month is momentum. And I remember this one time we were looking for a place to be. I don't know how many people have heard this story, but I think I told it somewhere. Maybe a million times, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to tell it again. So we were looking for a place to have the center, and we had just arrived, and we put a card out that said, opening July 7th. We didn't know where, so we just put call for information. And then we were like, okay, no, we're going to open on July 7th. We're going to have a place. We walked into the Aston Aloha. I don't remember what brought us there, divine providence or just intuition. And this woman came out, and she loved us, and she was going to work with us and do weddings and all this stuff. And she said, I have the perfect room for you. She put us back there, and she was gone the next day. Now, some people would say that was luck, but that's not luck. What that is having a purpose, having a belief in something so strongly that you know that you really can't fail. And if you go take side trips, it's really still that you know that you're still going in the right direction because you believe so strongly in what it is that you want or what you're doing. So I want to live that way. Like, I want to live in that state of mind. I don't want to live in a state of mind of superstition or luck or any of those things. I mean, it could be fun, but then have you heard, people will win the lottery, and then in a couple of years, the money will be gone, right? That's because they didn't have the consciousness to keep it, right? So, for me, the most powerful thing is to know that quote I read at the beginning, that I'm surrounded and infused with an infinite intelligence, an infinite law, an infinite, limitless ability to manifest because what it is done unto me as I believe. And so whatever we believe, if we believe in luck, then it's done unto us that way. So, yeah. So it's not that's what I love about our teaching, is that you can choose to wear red today, you can choose to wear green, you can choose to believe in luck, you can choose to not believe in luck and believe in this, and that's what it is. It's done unto you as you believe. And it's really, for me, taking responsibility like that is powerful. It's powerful. And Ernest Holmes wrote, lessons on prosperity and mental control of conditions are sometimes dangerous because of the misunderstanding of the subject. This is what happens here. Science of mind is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Neither does it promise something for nothing. It does, however, promise the one who will comply with its teachings that he or she will be able to bring greater possibilities and happier conditions into his experience. So, some people come to this teaching and they think everything's going to be okay, and they're going to, they're just going to never have a trouble again in the world, or they're going to get, rich tomorrow, or whatever it is, or it's going to bring that to them. But what it is what this teaching is it's a way to be in the world and not of it. It's a way to be trust of yourself and your inner power, instead of putting it to the outside. When I think of some of the things I used to do, but I was on a spiritual track, and I was on I was growing. I used to stop at a red light, and I went, if this red light changes to green in the next 10 seconds, it means I'm going to get this interview. I mean, come on, guys. But literally, some of us think that way. I mean, still think that way, I'm sure. And there's nothing wrong with it. I don't remember what happened in that case, but I don't know if I got the interview or what. So there used to be a song called Que Sera Sera, came from a movie, Doris Day sang it, whatever will be, yada yada. And I think sometimes people do go through life thinking that whatever will be. And but that's not true. Whatever I will be. And will being not willpower, but will being keeping poised, your consciousness poised on what it is that you're desiring to live in your life. Keeping it there, no matter what's being shouted at you or how many, unlucky days you think you have or any of that. You're keeping your mind poised on the truth of your being. And that's what's coming out into the world. Otherwise, it's the law of averages, we call it in this teaching. It's like, and we all are subject to the law of averages if we're not direct with our thoughts and our beliefs and all of that. Because the law of averages just means 90% of the people are going to do this, and 70% are going to do this, and blah, 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 it goes on and on. But I don't know about you, I don't want to be part of the law of averages, and sometimes it can happen if I'm not conscious. I don't want to be part of the law of averages. I want to be direct. I want to be, conscious as much as I can most of the time, no matter what's going on in my life, and just enjoying that. We're getting ready to take this big trip, and I mean, wouldn't it be awful to just think, oh, well, whatever's going to happen on this trip is going to happen? No, not whatever's going to happen. It's going to be a great trip, and we're going to have a wonderful experience. We're going to meet wonderful, amazing people, and we're going to be healthy, and we're going to be strong, and that's the way I want to think. And I think if we can do that for ourselves, no matter what's pulling us in the other direction, and there's a lot of things shouting at us today and trying to get our attention and trying to pull us off course and trying to get us out of loving each other and trying to pit us against each other and all of that, but we don't need to listen to that. The only thing that will help and assist the planet and ourselves is to take this time to go within, trust our inner power. It's really important right now, and trust that we're on our path and that it's amazing, we're here for a reason or we wouldn't be here, and that it's focused, and it's taking us, this power within us is taking us exactly where it is we're needing to land. It took us exactly to that hotel to meet that woman right in that moment so that we could unfold this center. It's taking Patrick and I to our trip and unfolding it in a perfect way. Maybe not, we don't know how it's going to happen or what it's going to be, but we know the feeling of what we want it to be. And that's not luck. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. It's having a life of direction and purpose. And when things do come up, you just know that the universe always has your back. The universe always is moving in your favor. The universe is always on your side. It's always, always, always on your side. And there's this beautiful quote by Ernest Holmes that I'm going to close with, and you might not like what it says, but I'm going to read it anyway, because there's some parts in it, but you'll see what it's saying. This is how you clear your consciousness, he says. Claim that no form of race suggestion means the collective, it has nothing to do with race, it has to do with the collective thought of the species, or the town you're in, or the country you're in, or the world. So claim that no form of race suggestion, belief in limitation, subjective idea of limitation, thought of karma, fatalism, theology, or hell, horoscope, or any other false belief has power. Accept none of them. If you have ever believed in them, if you have ever believed that the stars govern you, or that your environment governs you, or that your opportunities govern you, recognize this as a hypnotic condition into which you have fallen, and deny every one of them until there is no longer anything in you that believes them. This is a good way to clear your consciousness. We can really see what it does. We can readily see what it does. It induces a clear concept of reality with a capital R, which must reproduce itself. This process of clear thinking, if carried on every day, will heal. And I agree, this is true. I've talked to people and been with people who have been sick or looking for treatments and things like that. And as soon as they started to believe that they had the right treatment, that they had the right doctor, then they didn't start listening to everybody else out there, and they went within, something happened, and it wasn't magic. I was going to just say magical, but it wasn't. So we're here for a purpose. And one thing I told you, I've been reading this lady, Dr. McGarry. I just got her book, and I highly recommend it. We're probably going to do a class, and it's called The Life Well Lived. She's 103 now, and she's a doctor. And wake up every morning, and I think I said it last week, and set your day, and know what it is you want to be in that day. Not necessarily what you want to accomplish, but what you want to be in that day, to yourself and to the world. And just watch what unfolds. And be creative, allow it. And this thing about the stars governing you, I want to talk about that just for 1 second before I close. The stars, we are in alignment with all of this. I mean, it's all here for us. We are in alignment with this planet, with the universe. But when he says govern you, means that you're at choice all the time. I always hate it when people say Mercury's in retrograde and therefore I'm having a bad day. You have the choice to have a bad day. Mercury might be in retrograde, and it might be causing some, a disturbance in the force, but you're still at choice. If you weren't at choice, then what would you be? Some robot that's just going to, let a star fall on them and decide. So, anyway, I could go on and on about this, and this is just my belief, and you can believe whatever you want, but just know, what I want you to know is that you're powerful, and that you have the opportunity and the ability to be whatever it is you want to be in this world. So thank you. Thank you.
All right. One more time for Reverend Rita. Sending our love to all of you today. Anyone going through difficult times, you or yours, we send a lot of love to you. This song is called Lucky, but after that talk, I think we're going to change the word lucky to grateful. But we'll probably just sing lucky, but we're thinking grateful. And and for the special anniversary couple today. This is for you guys too. Now do you hear me? I'm talking to you across the water, across the deep blue ocean, under the open sky. Oh my, oh baby, I'm trying.
Oh boy, I hear you in my dreams. I feel you whisper across the sea. I keep you with me in my heart. You make it easier when life gets hard. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. They don't know how long it takes.
Grateful. All right, Reverend Patrick, let's go.
Rev Rita has. She changes lyrics in songs. Wow. Wow, that's great. Well, actually, I'm glad that you brought up the grateful thing because I do believe that that is what initiates what we call luck, or what we call whatever you want to call it. So, first of all, I had so much fun with this particular topic because I realized how my whole life was built on this rabbit's foot, and everything was coming back to. Anybody ever have a rabbit's foot? Oh, I know, right? And then today, four-leaf clover, very rare, you can find one. But if you do, you have the luck of the Irish. And then I got this today. Holy water. I'm telling you, yes, I did. It's from St. Patrick's, right? St. Patrick's well. Now, here's the deal. You want some? Then I smelled it and I found out it was vodka. And I said, the luck of the Irish, indeed. No, but this is very interesting because I was raised Catholic, and that's really okay. And but I remember putting that on there, and then a couple of people were having fun outside, and they said, "You want to anoint me?" And I went, "Wow." So I took it and I went like that. So I got my priesthood out of me this morning. But this is a superstition to some degree, is it not? Unless I believe that when I put it upon, that things will change. So luck's getting a kind of a bad rap, but it doesn't have to. Because it still comes down to what do you believe? And there are people that believe in, how many of you ever have done like lucky rituals? And I'll tell you, yeah, see? Everybody's like, is that the right answer? I'm just wondering if. So I know a woman who on New Year's Eve, she goes and she goes to the bank and gets all these bills, and she puts them all over her body, and she sleeps in these bills. And then that's supposed to give you luck for the whole year. Well, I think she's pretty lucky to be able to pull that many bills out of the bank, as far as I'm concerned. But it's these incredible rituals that they're fine until you depend upon them. Which brings me to the sacred story of Dumbo. Do you remember Dumbo? The elephant with the big ears and could fly because of the feather. And that's what made me start thinking about turning my power over. Now, it had a great ending, didn't it? Because he lost his feather and he thought he couldn't fly. But then he found out that he didn't need the feather, that he could fly all on his own. And that's the message I have today, is that we need nothing ever outside of ourselves. Now, we may need one another in community. We may need one another to support us when we need to be supported. But if I give all my power to something that's here, that's my rabbit's foot or my lucky coin, I have one of those too, lucky coin, and then I am dependent on whether luck is in my favor or not. And I remember my mom, when I was little, she would go to these bingo games, you know, because I come from the very elite. And she would have these bingo games at the very elite Moose Lodge. A little judgmental, wasn't it? That was judgmental. There's nothing wrong with a moose. I was raised by moose. She would sit there and she goes, oh, it's just amazing. Patrick, you wouldn't believe it. Every time we play bingo, she always wins. And I go, why does she? And I remember as a kid thinking, why does she always win? And I remember slipping it in my little programming that she was special. She was better than everyone else because she could always win. And then my mom would say, I never win at these raffle games, never, ever. And she was so passionate about it that the law of our being served her. And that's what this law is. It's beautiful because, and it was like in acting too. Or let's bring something a little more closer. I had a procedure the other day, and there's no reason in the world that I would talk about a colonoscopy on a Sunday. But the reason I'm going to talk about it is because I'm not ashamed of it. I'm a poster boy for it because it can help you. It can serve you. But that isn't why I was letting you all have visuals. Listen. So my doctor, he's wonderful, this is what he says. I had to go back to check on some work that he had done. And he said, I said, well, today I get to eat afterwards, right? Not like last time where I had to go on another fast. And he said, and I went, oh, he doesn't know me. I don't do the cross fingers thing. Because luck in that way means it may not happen. And I'm telling you, I had my eye on that cookie that they were going to give me when I got out of there. And I knew one thing, that the law of my being was going to let me have that cookie. And I got my cookie. So give it up for my law. You heard, everyone's heard, luck is what happens when preparation meets what? Opportunity. So I believe that I am fortunate. I believe that I am lucky. I believe that, but I believe it's because the law of my being says so within me. And when I discovered that all I needed was that 4-leaf clover that was inside of me, that all I have to do is ask and I shall receive. Not because I'm better than anybody else, but I'm using the law in my favor. I am not saying this. I'm not saying, well, I hope that this happens. Now, hope is better than despair, as Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind, would say. But scientists are agreeing. This is what was asked. Is it true that having good luck charm can help you achieve more success? And even science backed that up a little bit. And while charms may not be able to bring us luck, they can remind us of the power of optimism and the importance of believing in ourselves. So if you have that little cute rabbit's foot, which I don't think is very cute anymore because I was like looking at the whole rabbit thing, and but I've got this rabbit's foot. If I believe that this rabbit's foot has power, what do you think? It will have power. But when I look at it, it individually has no power. And that's the only power that I need and I need to receive in my life is the power that I was given. And I was telling Rita today, or shall I say, I wasn't telling Rita, I was sharing with Rita this morning. We have such power that we can call on in any moment. And we don't always do it, do we? Well, and that has got me more curious than anything else. It's like saying, I'm starving, and then somebody hands you the banquet table, and you say, oh, that looks beautiful, but, oh, I'll just have the crumbs. They're underneath the table. I'll go get those. We have been given, not by anything outside of ourselves, we have been given the kingdom of good. Isn't that great news? And that's why I think we come together to go, I've got to remember who I am. I have amnesia sometimes. Have you ever had amnesia when that part of it says, I am special, and you're special, and I am magnificent, and I deserve it all. Rita and I have that thing about first class. I deserve first class. And it happens a lot. But when it doesn't happen, I don't go, we lost our power, Rita. We had 4, the last one's upgrades. No, I say, I'm still first class. I'm first class in anything that we do. Right now, we are having a first class experience. First class. Not coach, not hanging on the wings. First class. And the reason we're having a first class experience is because we deserve it. We deserve it in every single moment of our lives. Would you agree with that? And then what do we do when we forget? We just remind ourselves, wow, I could have had it all. I really feel that right now, this incredible thing coming up within me that says, I talk about it every week, I talk about it, I live it a lot of times. You're so lovable, each and every one of you, that nothing can stand in the way of that. Nothing. I'm feeling an urge right now to do a treatment for each and every one of us, to remember who we are. And then first I'm going to read for that. I saw this. It said peace, and then I will do it after this. Whew. Luck is like the placebo, man. All you got to do is believe it. It says, peace be unto thee, stranger. Peace be unto thee, stranger. Enter and not be afraid. This is what's going on inside of us right now. Nothing out there. There's no, could you please call in God? I need God right now. No. Oh, what? Okay. Peace be unto thee, stranger. Enter and not be afraid. I have left the gate open, and thou art welcome into my home. There is room in my house for all. And that's not there, that's here. I have swept the hearth and lighted the fire. The room is warm and cheerful, and you will find comfort and rest within. Oh, we all desire rest so much these days. The table is laid, and the fruits of life are spread before thee. The wine is also here. It sparkles in the light. I have set a chair for you where the sunbeams dance through the shade. Oh, it's delicious. Sit and rest and refresh your soul. Eat of the fruit and drink the wine. All is yours. And you are all welcome to it. So right now I'm calling upon us for the most incredible healing. The most incredible healing. I know our lives are individualized, but each and every one of us in this moment, the healer and the healed have met. That is who each and every one of us is right now. And I am vibrating at the frequency of the divine. There's nowhere to go, nothing to be, nothing to become, nothing to get, nothing to be worthy of any longer. Today is the day. This is the moment that we pull up everything from that wonderful heart center. We are more than just the brain. We are more than this body. We are more than this 3D existence right here and right now. I am fully living in the fifth. And why limit it to a fifth dimension when there are millions of dimensions beyond that? There is one field of energy, and that energy is quantum. It moves through us. And the reason I know that is the law of my being says yes to everything. I am wealthy, yes. Yes, you are. I am wealthy. Yes, you are. I am healthy. I am that incredible, incredible spirit of love that is moving through and as everything. And I don't keep it right here. I take it with me as a vibration in every single person, place, and event that we attend. Love has arrived. So with that, I just say thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to remember that everything that I had been looking for out there has been fully alive right here. And I know that for each and every one of us. Today is the day that we are birthed from that place of absolute light. And so with gratitude in my heart, gratitude everywhere, the activation of gratitude is right here and right now for each and every one of us. I allow the law of my being to say yes, yes. Say yes with me. Yes, yes, yes. And so it is. Namaste. Namaste.
Yes, Reverend. And now I'm sailing over the sea to an island where we'll meet. You'll hear the music, feel the air. I'll put a flower in your hair.
And though the breezes through the trees, they move so pretty, you're all I see. And as the world keeps spinning round, you hold me right here, right now. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. Grateful we're in love in every way. Grateful to have stayed where we have stayed. We're grateful to be coming home someday.
One more time for Reverend Rita and Reverend Patrick. Beautiful inspiration today. Mahalo.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Thanks. That was
Woo,
wonderful.
how y'all doing? What do other people do on Sunday mornings? I don't know. Wow.
Oh, wow, I'm loud. So welcome to our time of giving. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sustaining Center for Spiritual Living Kauai and allowing it to be here for 11 whole years. And it's all about us, and we have been the ones, all of us, that have kept the center vibrant and prosperous and growing and inviting new people in and having programs and classes and events, all of it. I'm just so grateful for our volunteers and for everything and for all the beautiful, amazing finances that come in, because as we told you last week, it's totally us. It's totally our congregation and our donors off island that sustain the center. There is nothing else coming from anywhere else, and I think it's pretty much shows the law of cause and effect when you have a purpose and you put that purpose out into the world and you attract that back to you. So thank you for what you give today. Thank you to everyone online. Thank you to those who give monthly. Thank you to all of us. Thank you. And let's have a song.
Yes.
Abundance, living life in this abundance. So much good love in abundance. Sweet sensations of a new day rising. Abundance, I feel myself in this abundance. I'm giving thanks for this abundance. Calling in the blessings of a new day rising. Abundance, living life in this abundance. So much good love in abundance. Sweet sensations of a new day rising. Abundance, feel myself in this abundance. Giving thanks for this abundance. Calling in the blessings of a new day rising. Abundance, living life in this abundance. So much good loving abundance. Sweet sensations of a new day rising. Abundance, I feel myself in this abundance.
So much good love and
Abundance, calling in the blessings of a new day rising. Abundance, so much good love in abundance. So much good love in abundance, sweet sensations of a new day rising. Abundance, I feel myself in
In this abundance,
giving thanks for this,
abundance.
calling in the blessings of a new day rising.
So I give gratitude for what's in this basket, what's in this room, what's this universe that supports Center for Spiritual Living Kauai through each and every one of us. I am so grateful, and I know that it just comes back to us, multiplied abundantly in every single solitary thing we do and everything that we are. I am so grateful, and I just let it be, and so it is. Thank you.
So
Yana.
it is.
Yeah, thank you, Yana and Malama team. And I think we have some children.
We
I
do.
will be
Yay.
gentle with
Oh, yeah.
myself. I
Hildegard.
will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment. I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment.
Thank you, Miss Hildegard.
Oh. As long as I turned it on already.
Yeah, it's
Rita.
on.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Yeah. Ah.
These young masters did so good on St. Patrick's Day. Did you know St. Patrick was actually born in Great Britain and was a missionary that went to Ireland? And so we celebrate Ireland, and the flag of Ireland is green, white for spirit, and orange.
Ah,
And
nice.
he was actually a man of blue. But because
A man of what? Blue.
Ireland has green,
Blue.
we wear green.
I read a book called I Think I Am. It's a book about affirmations.
I think that I am.
I drew some of this.
That's Kieran.
That's Karen.
Who is this? Who is this? She's like, no. I like your dress, though. It's very pretty. Charlie?
Draw this picture.
Oh, it's beautiful.
We draw this picture.
We had
Powerful.
so much fun. And thank you, Kieran, for reading the story, I Think I Am.
Thank you, Karen.
And thank you to Hildegard. Do you want to say something, Hildegard? No? Okay. So thank you to our teachers and thank you to our children. Let's tell them who they are.
You ready?
Ready?
Oh.
I enjoy the time with the kids every time.
Oh.
Oh,
They enjoy
thank
having
you,
you.
Hildegard.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yes. All right, so let's let them know who they are. Charlie,
You ready,
wait a second.
Charlie?
You are amazing. You are perfect.
You are magnificent. And we love you.
Yay, thank you.
Thank
I
you,
will
Lord.
be gentle with myself.
Thank
I
you.
love myself. I am a child
Of
of
the
the universe, being born each moment.
Okay, announcements. We have a few.
Woo. They look stunned. They're like, what is going on here? Okay, so a few announcements. Right after our time together today is Rap with the Revs. And all what that means is that we're going to get some music going and we're going to no, actually, we're not doing that. But we are going to get in a circle and we're going to have a little community. We do it once a month, third Sunday. And if you're new, please feel free to join us as well. And we just basically kind of talk a little bit about this, maybe the topic today and just what's going on. Maybe you need a little something in your life. And we do it. It takes about 45 minutes. We start about 10 minutes after this. And Rita?
Choir rehearsal is on Monday at 6:30 every Monday and with Barbara Davis. And so you can come here at 6:30 Monday. Thank
Yep.
you very much. And they are going to sing on Easter Sunday, so I heard. And then I will be holding a labyrinth walk on this beautiful, amazing
Yes.
labyrinth on Tuesday night. We had a beautiful time last time we did it, and we're just going to come together and each of you will have your own intention. We'll do a little history of the labyrinth. We'll talk after if we want to, and we will walk this beautiful, amazing symbol of unity and wholeness. And definitely it's going to be a good time. So join me on Tuesday night at 6:30. And then what else?
We have beach cleanup on March 23rd. That's been very wonderful. For Diane is here and Sue is here, and they lead it, and sometimes Glenn leads it, and whoever's the leader, we're leading, cleaning up the beach behind us, and it has been very wonderful, so please join in on that. Speaking of cleanup, I don't have it down here because I think it's, Angela, it's April 5th. What time for the cleanup? For the cleanup, for here. 11 and 3 on the 5th. We're trying to get a care group together to take care of our wonderful property here and also our space. The Cosmic Connection, Rita?
Yeah, so the Cosmic Connection this week will be on March 26th, not this week, March 26th at 6:30. We are actually going to, there were very few people here last time, I think I don't even remember what it was, but we're going to repeat the Emma Curtis Hopkins Radiant I Am again because it was so well received, and we just want more people to experience it.
Talk about a vibrational energy.
So it was a very
room.
beautiful vibrational night. So it's March 26th, not this Tuesday, but the next one at 6:30 right here with Barbara Davis, our practitioners, and myself, and Patrick.
Yes, I have an exciting thing happening about spiritual cinema. We were very fortunate, and he happens to be in the room. Just raise your hand a little bit there, Dave. His son is a filmmaker in Canada and around the world. But we discovered this incredible film that this young man has done. And if you have any knowledge of Hollywood, as we do, and they're going to talk about, he's kind of standing in for his son after the film to voice what went on. But he made the film for like $75,000. And I'm going to tell you something, if you've ever done a feature film, it does not cost $75,000. Sometimes it costs $7 million, something. These independent filmmakers are so wonderful, so we are so blessed. Charles will be leading it that night, and David will be here for questions afterwards, and it is called
When Ocean Met the Sky. When the Ocean Met the Sky.
And just a basic thing, it's about 3 young men who their parents die, and in their will, they leave them an inheritance. But because the kids don't get along that well, parents are sneaky, even after they leave. They said, you don't get it unless you take this incredible walking, hiking trip up in these wonderful mountains. And so what a discovery it is. So I'm very excited about it. And then Easter brunch is a potluck. March 31st, sign-up sheet is on the table. So last but not least, as you know, that we mentioned last week, Rita and I are taking our sabbatical. Not as long as I found out that you can supposed to have a sabbatical, but yeah, sometimes they're up to a year, but I know you guys couldn't handle that. No.
I couldn't handle either.
So we're going to be gone. We're going to New York City, something nice and relaxing. And but then after that, Italy.
Get to go to Italy.
Italy. And I just want to let you know about the law in that as well, is that when you decide to do something, no matter what your bank account is saying, or no matter what it is saying around you, or can we leave the center, can we do, I'm telling you, you follow it and doors will open for you. And it happened because I asked my beautiful Reverend Rita, if today was the last day for you on this earth, what would be your regret? And then we just, no, sorry, Tommy, she had some. Italy, Italy, Italy. So I said, why would we ever want to leave without regret? So we are going to fulfill that.
And I just want to say that there are going to be some wonderful people speaking when we're gone, and I want them, they're all here, I think, so I want them to stand.
Yes, they are.
Reverend Diane is going to be speaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Reverend Dr. Walt. And no other than Charles Wolford.
A surprise one, Charles.
Popcorn.
So you have some wonderful speakers while we're gone, and people holding this beautiful center together with all of you helping.
And we have
we'll
a beautiful leadership, and I just want you to know they're not, I think Peggy's back there, but Melissa, would you mind standing for a moment? Her and we're leaving the in charge to a lot of leaders, but there always has to be a point person and someone to blame if something goes wrong. And so therefore we have Melissa and Peggy Jerry, who are our board of trustees, and Roseanne would be here too, but she's leaving as well for that month. So that, and then Reverend Diane will be doing the classes and the circle ups and just another. So each place is divided. We have our beautiful tech back there. So I know we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. But we have another very important thing that's going to be happening, speaking of teaching, and Diane's going to.
Yeah, go ahead.
So let us know what you're doing in April.
Make sure to tell them about the book. Make sure to tell them about the book.
Yeah.
Radical Compassion is the name of a 3-week workshop class that I'll be facilitating while the Revs are partying in Italy, right? No?
Never.
Oh, okay.
I'll be meditating.
Traveling first class in Italy. Radical Compassion is a book that I've read by Tara Brach, an amazing woman who you might know from other books that she's written in the past. But this one, Radical Compassion, isn't about anyone else but you. And the love that we build about ourselves, we bring out into the world. And so I'm hoping that you will join me. The biggest gift that I think she's giving me and that I want to share with you is a meditation that will absolutely help you deal with difficult emotions, limiting beliefs that happen in your life, and bring compassion to yourself so that you can move through those.
Yeah.
So this is happening on Thursday evening starting April
4th.
Thank you. April 4th, 11th, and 18th from 6 to 8 p.m. You can sign up in the back, and I want to make sure to tell you, we weren't able to get the book in the bookstore, so you'll need to order it yourself in advance. There is a reading that you'll need to do the first week, so please order Radical Compassion by Tara Brach. It's available on Amazon and Kindle for a very inexpensive, less than $15 or something. So please do that in advance and sign up so we know you're coming and can prepare for you. Thank you very much.
Very excited about that.
Yeah.
We're very excited about that. And next week, go ahead.
I was going to say, Tara Brach also wrote the book Radical Acceptance. And she's an amazing writer, and she has amazing method of dealing, like Reverend Diane said, with real life stuff, like not blowing it off, not spiritually bypassing, but just actually diving in. So I'm so grateful that Reverend Diane's teaching this class.
And also that it's going to be filmed by none other than Charles Woolfork will be filming this. And so what does that mean? That means when you pay your $75 for all three, that if you miss it, then you'll be able to also access it because it'll be on video. So there you go. And then next week, though, on our Bon Voyage, we will be, the beautiful Kiana's got a few little snack goodies for us, I believe.
Next week?
Next week.
Okay.
And we're going next week. Yeah, perfect. So,
no,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to invite the practitioners up because I always say that. Or the practitioners are here if you would like some treatment for anything going on in your life. If you would like an affirmative prayer, they're here, they're experienced in doing that, and they're really good at it. So,
and so what treatment means, just in case you're here for it just means that whatever's going on in your life, it's not a session, that's a whole other thing. But if you just want to come up and go, I could need a little extra support in this, they'll do a spiritual mind treatment, which is pretty much what I did with you and we've been doing throughout the time. For everybody that's here for the first time, our hearts are open. Thank you. Thank you for taking your time to be with us, and we love you. And once again, happy anniversary from our Rev. CSL Kauai, CSL organization is international, so it is so beautiful to watch people coming in on their vacations and popping in and being here with us. So mahalo.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see you at Rap with the Revs.
And we'll be out there if the new people want to just say hello to us.
So let's just close out. You ready, guys?
You ready?
Love thy neighbor, you got to love thyself. So you've got to give them your helping hand now. Love thy neighbor. How about a high five for your neighbor? Love thyself. And one for yourself. Yeah, we got to give them your helping hand. You got to reach out your hand. See in this reality. Say what we've got is unity, yes. Family roots grow like a tree. Grow like a tree, yes. Not just blood and relation. Children of every nation,
of all creation,
come together and rejoice.
rejoice, use your heart as your voice. Unity.
'Cause every heart has a voice.
Unity.
It's a beautiful circle of unity, y'all. Come on, sing it. All right, let the hug fest begin. We can sing unity together. Embracing each other in our hearts.